Welcome to Count Stackula on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. Today, we are going to take a look at some trade dollars. And this is a series out of the East India Company. It is a bullion coin series, and it has some historical significance. So let's dive in. All right, so today we're not going to show these in order in which they came out, but we're going to show them in somewhat of an order of when they were minted historically. So this is known as the dragon dollar, the Chinese dragon dollar. And this is the depiction that you would see on the coins that were released and minted in late 1800s in China. And why were these trade dollars minted? Well, after the Opium Wars, and you can get a lot of this information from Wikipedia, but basically China was forced to open up its ports for foreign trade. And with the popularity of the Spanish dollar, or the pieces of 8 as they were referred to, they basically minted a similar type of coin, and with the depiction of a dragon on it, and it looked very similar to this. Obviously, this one has the East India Company trade dollar written all over it, but the original design was this basically dragon, and I don't think it had this oriental border, but it had a lot of similarities. And so this series from the East India Company is kind of a cool restrike, but not it's actually not a restrike. It's kind of a modern reimagining of the original trade dollars. And on the back we have Queen Elizabeth, and this one was the 2019 release. And these are really nice 1 ounce bullion silver rounds, actually coins, because they do have the 1 pound denomination and the St. Helena country of issue, plus the effigy, the portrait of the Queen. And I really like this series also because it is low mintage. I'll throw the mintage down at the bottom because I don't remember it offhand. But, and the proofs were even more limited, but it was a nice design. It's got that reeded edge, and the quality of the coins is definitely apparent in the detail of the design. So here we have this front-facing dragon head, and yeah, it's very cool and fairly consistent with the original. I'll go ahead and add a quick little picture to the video so you can kind of compare them. Now, in 2022, they have actually completed this series, and they've moved on to a series 2 with these coins, or maybe it's a continuation, whatever they want to call it. It's actually a more of a modern reimagining of the series, because the designs that they're pulling from have no connection with the past. Now, this is really hard to see what's going on. This is actually the Japanese trade dollar dragon, and gosh, I still can't even figure out which way's up on it. It's kind of, oh, we'll get it eventually here. But there we go. Okay, finally. Yes, so as you can see, the head of the dragon is there. He's clutching a pearl of sorts, and his body wraps around here. But man, is that kind of hard to see what is going on. But this one is also the original design from Japan of the dragon that they used for their trade dollars to trade among foreign countries. So what's interesting about the history of these trade dollars is that they would often come with chop marks, and the chop marks basically had, you know, I know in different parts of the country, they would, where they mint them, they would stamp them on different sides of the reverse of the coin. Like the Tokyo Mint would give a chop mark sometimes to I think the right side of the coin, whereas the other mint would stamp the other side of the coin, something like that. But chop marks, they are frequently found on the trade dollars of various countries in the historical series in the late 1800s. It was common to see these chop marks. Looking at this, it may have some condition issues, perhaps some milk spots, but it's really a nice design. They went consistently with the Oriental border, and I think that's very fitting, considering that all these coins were essentially made so that they could trade among China and the Orient. Again, we have the 1 pound denomination, the St. Helena country of issue, and this is the 2020 release. All right, so let's move on. This is the French trade dollar. My apologies for that huge milk spot. But yeah, we have a nice depiction here, and this is also true to the original in a lot of ways. Of course, we have the extra added borders, and the entirely redesigned reverse or obverse, country, and date. So yeah, it's a nice design of Liberty. And let's go ahead and move on to Britain. So very close to the current design that many of the Britannias feature, with Britannia and the trident, the shield. This has a nice ship in the background because of the theme. So what else can we say about this series? Well, I think it was definitely a cool one to collect and potentially flip, although the issues with the condition can sometimes be problematic when flipping. But the newer series I'm not too crazy about, not too fond of, because of you know, it just looks kind of silly to me, some of the designs, but I didn't decide to pick those up. Now this one is, it might look familiar to you because it's the American trade dollar, and we have the seated Liberty design there by Barber. And yeah, I really like this design. This is actually, you know, a coin that I think is worthy of collecting in the original form, and you do find these also with chop marks on them, those that have been all the way to Asia and back. And this was an earlier one in the series, 2018. So that is the series of the 5 trade dollar from the East India Company, and I think they did a fantastic job with the series. However, they could have been a little bit more accurate with, you know, more of a restrike rather than a reimagining. You know, it's certainly not a restrike with all those extra borders and features, but it's enough that I think it ticks a lot of boxes in terms of the historical significance factor to get collectors interested. So it is a cool series nonetheless. The new ones that are coming out, we've seen so far the couple of dragons, maybe I think the Britannia has also come out. We're still waiting on maybe one or two of the others in the 5-coin series. But as you can see from the pictures that I've added, they lack a little bit in terms of the historical connection to the coins. So that's my take on it, and I decided not to collect them, but I think they're retaining somewhat of a low mintage on those coins as well. Let's shift gears for a moment because I have a couple of announcements with my boxes that I like to create, like to 3D print. I have a new product. This is the this is a similar product actually to what I've offered before on my channel. We have Royal Mint coins in a say, or bars in a say, a box that holds 20. Now, I previously had one that holds 10. This one has expanded, and we now offer 20 coins in a very nice, sturdy box, a good, snappy lid to it. Also, I have a Rattler box. This one is the original that I created. I've actually gone ahead and updated this design and made a newer updated version with a little bit snappier lid, and actually it's smaller in size, by about 1. But it still fits 10 Rattler coins. So I've just kind of narrowed down the width of the slots so that the coins don't rattle, no pun intended, in the box as much as they did previously. So I have a new Rattler size option available, and this will be replacing the old Rattler boxes with the updated design, keeping them a little tighter. So I just wanted to announce that as well. So thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. Remember, you can pick up these boxes in the links down below. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Hit the dislike button if you didn't. Leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are regarding these coins or any one of my products that I have available. And stay tuned for some more awesome Count Stackula content coming soon. Catch you on the next one. Count Stackula out.